Tuned in. What's going on, man? Appreciate the fire emojis. The double fire emoji. all night with the 4 fire emojis. Facebook, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, sorry I had to cut that previous stream short. I was starving. I had to get something to eat. Your work is phenomenal, for real, for real. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Let's get started.
Dual silly? Dual silly? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly from Twitch. What's up? So this is so cool. Thanks. Is it dull silly? Is it dull silly? Dull silly? Twitch. Yeah, that's right. Awesome. Said, how long have I been working on this? Probably for about 5 days, inconsistently for 5 days. Taking 2 days off. Technically, this will be my 3rd day working on it. And probably about 7 hours of sitting time. So a short 7 hours, about 7 hours altogether that I spent on this. Approximately. Are you speechless? That means a lot, man. Now I'm speechless. No, thanks, man. That's where we are so far. Did you teach yourself to draw? Yes. And I've taken some advice from, you know, from other artists along the way, but all in all, with the core of my technique, I simply learned from my own mistakes. I taught myself by learning, you know, learning from my own mistakes. But yeah. That's crazy. You're about very talented. Yeah, thank you. But like I said, it was just learning from my own mistakes, which there were a lot of them over the years, and still making some to this day. And I just learned to appreciate those mistakes and accept them, embrace them even. Just have something to look forward to when it comes in the form of improving. Not just in art, but just in general, like. About the only way you're gonna better yourself is finding your own mistakes. Finding those flaws within yourself and try to perfect them. That's good advice. Yeah. Definitely something that I live by, that's for sure. Now, I didn't say let others teach you about your mistakes, because at the end of the day, especially when it comes to art, I mean, if you like how your work turned out and then somebody else look at it and they're like, it doesn't look right, that doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong, because at the end of the day, you 100% liked it, and you knew for yourself that it was 100% correct how you wanted it to turn out. So again, if it don't turn out the way you want it, so I say you try to discover your mistakes, versus trying to allow somebody else to find your mistakes for you. True that. Yeah. Yeah, because everybody's perspective is slightly different or greatly different. So we all don't have the same perspective on things. But it's very rare to find people that, you know, that enjoy what you love to do, right? And that's why when people say they enjoy, like they really like my work, and I'll say it, I'm more appreciative for that than you know. It's like I love it too, you know. If somebody else loves what I do and I love what I do, it's like you can't beat that. It's like a good vibe, man. Craig Smith. So what's up? What's going on, man? Craig Smith from Facebook says, Vince, what's up, bro? Just chilling, man. And thank you for, you know, just constantly sharing my, you know, my streams and whatnot, man. I don't know if I mentioned that to you during one of my streams as you were tuned in, but I really appreciate that, man. That means a lot. And not much, man. Just watching the stream. You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy the next drawing I'm planning on, man. It's basically gonna be a drawing of Krillin, but gonna be kind of like a slight. It's gonna be like a fusion of Krillin and Akuma. And basically, it's gonna be Krillin with the you know, the Akuma necklace. Did you see the final SF5 character reveal? Yeah, I tried to forget about it. Even though his gameplay, he looked like a threat, but at the same time, it's like, eh. But Oro, he looks nice. So Oro looks nice, and I like the trailer theme. I don't know if that's gonna be his official theme, but I like his theme music. Takes me back to that Street Fighter 5 days. I mean Street Fighter 3 days, sorry. But yeah, I think the new character is supposed to be like an MMA fighter. Yeah, I've seen that video of Maximilian Dude. It's almost, yeah, it's like his character is supposed to be a remaster. It's basically Captain Commando remastered or revamped. Because there was a lot of similarities as far as the looks and everything. And I think in the origin story as well. But yeah, well, like I said, he looks cool. But I just wasn't too overly excited for him like I was for the Oro trailer. So he's falling asleep during the match. The Oro should have his SF3 second impact thing. Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I said, and just hearing a little bit of his theme and like a remix version in the trailer, like I said, just, you know, it took me back, man. Which I didn't even use Aura like that, but for some odd reason, I was happy to see him. And there's this other fighting game coming out. I think they said it was 2022. Where let me see if I can find it. It's called Blazing Strike. And you're talking about the Street Fighter 3 vibes, man. Like, like everything from the gameplay, like the graphic style, the 2D graphic style, and the music. Like they got SF3 written all over it, the inspiration that it came from. I think second Impact had the better tracks. Third Strike comes in second. Capcom at that time was capitalizing on the 96 and 99 hip hop era with the tracks. Yeah, man. I agree.
I'll tell you something. I think there's a lot
But I think for the Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Dudley's theme, the Jazzy NYC, Chun-Li's theme. So that Blazing fight looks pretty good. Yeah, man. So I can't wait. Like a breath of fresh air, man. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with this Piccolo. Just doing a little touching up here and there. About this charge right here that's not working for me. It is not working for me at all. What if I try to put some yellow? We mix in some yellows with it. You played Fighting Gear Layer EX. I have not. Fighting Game Layer EX. I've not played that. Back on.
All on one chord. Music.
Put a little bit of lightning bolts in there. If you played Street Fighter EX games back then, it was brought back out back in 2007. 2018, I believe. Terry Bogard is the guest character on there. Now I have played the Street Fighter EX series. I have played those. And I remember Guile's theme for I think it was EX3. Guile's theme, that was my favorite. But yeah, Terry Bogard. I'm about to check that out though. I missed that one. Scale pen isn't working like it should. Kind of odd. Yo, pen isn't working at all. I think this paper got too much, it has been sitting in a humid area. I think the paper has just gotten too much moisture on it. It's too humid. I think that's why the material is not working properly. Take some of this yellow and kind of blend it in. Some of these surroundings. Remember those trials you had to do in the game? Guile's final trial where you had to do a double flash kick and then cancel it and do a into that punching combo. Yeah, I never could figure that out. I wasn't a, you know, I was never like a Gal player, which I've always respected Gal, Captain Gal, but I never. He was never one of my characters. I was just straight up Shoto. Meaning Hado, you know, Shoto Hado. Like any characters in a fighting game that is full on Shoto, that's the characters that I kind of gravitate towards. Like Akira from Virtua Fighter, Akuma, Ken, and Ryu, Evil Ryu. Not Dan, from Street Fighter. Yeah, all of those characters is ones I usually gravitate toward. Cause Gal, wasn't Captain Gal like, he was a charged character, wasn't he? He was like a rush charge character, like, I want to say Bison and Blanca and Balrog. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Gal, different story. Possibly, possibly one of my favorite fighting games ever. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Dude, it was just so perfect, man. But yeah, that Gal, the Captain Gal from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, he was nuts. And wasn't that Gal kind of the sprite stripped from the Street Fighter Alpha? Street Fighter Alpha 3, Captain Gal. Yeah, speaking of Gal, you notice in Street Fighter 5, Sonic Boom and his arms kind of just grow big for no reason. Like, what the heck? His arms like get 5 times bigger. I think it looks a little bit better. Doesn't look as dull as it did before. Go ahead and kind of fill in some more areas nearby with the yellow. A little yellow down here. A little yellow here. Big baby pants. Says, damn, that looks sick, man. I appreciate it. And I'm just touching up this area before moving on to the final piece. Big baby pants, I need to follow your work. Hey man, I would be honored, dude. I'd be honored. Greg Smith says they're getting to release it. I don't know when. Yes, he had the Alpha 3 sprite. My first bought MVC. My team was Psylocke, Guile, and Gambit. That Sonic Hurricane did some good damage in a combo. Oh man, yeah. And my team was Akuma, Wolverine, and like I said, I like Wolverine, Akuma. I kind of mixed like these characters in the teams. Akuma, Wolverine, Ryu, Ken, and even Bison. Like I like the I did like the Street Fighter Alpha version of Bison, even though he was still charged. Well, hold down or hold back, you know, charge. What was his name? I can't think of his name right now. The ninja with the metal dogs, the robot dogs. I can't think of his name right now. But you know what I'm talking about. My mind goes completely blank with this guy. Big Baby Pants says Alpha 3 Bison is OP. He's my go-to. Strider, yes, man. Strider Hiryu, I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh yeah, and Jill Valentine. And Venom and Spider. Yeah, that's a lot. Venom, Spider-Man, Doctor Doom. That was one of them. But yeah, it's like I usually put like a combination together amongst those characters. Say Bison, Wolverine, Akuma, Ryu, Ken, Strider, Doctor Doom, Spider-Man, and Venom. But if I had to put my main amongst all of them is Akuma. The Shotos. Well, my go-to team is Akuma, Ryu, and Ken. So what kind of pencils are you using? Pencils are Prismacolor. It's Prismacolor brand pencils. Craig Smith says Capcom versus SNK 2 Bison was pretty good. Charge time of his moves was short, and he had that club move that can be used in a combo. Yeah, that was a slick Bison. He was pretty slick. I like Capcom versus SNK too. Like the special effects they had, it was beautiful, man. It was just smooth looking. I didn't like that Capcom versus SNK, what was it? Extreme Chaos? I didn't really feel that. But yeah, that Capcom versus SNK 2 Bison, that was a smooth one. So, Big Baby Pants from Twitch says, I haven't played that game since the Dreamcast days. And Big Baby Pants, like I said, I'm chatting with Greg Smith from Facebook if you're wondering who I was talking to. I am streaming from a multi-platform streaming software, which I have YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook in the mix. Greg Spiff says, I like the voice actor for Bison in that game. Yeah, I like both the, well, in any of the games, I like the Japanese voice actors and the English voice actors. Even the ones like the Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 and 5, they had some pretty good Japanese. They had a pretty good Japanese and English Bison voice actor. But my favorite English voice actor was the one from that Street Fighter 2, the animated series, and the movie. The Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. That was my favorite Bison voice actor. English voice actor. And of course the live action, Raul Julia. Gotta give it up to him, rest in peace. He played an amazing over-the-top Bison. Yeah, Big Baby Pants says rest in peace. Yeah. Yeah, that was the... Yeah, like I said, but that Street Fighter Alpha Bison, I want to say that was shit. That was the Shin Bison version, like the final form in which he was. I think that was like a last resort form in which he takes that on right before he's about to die, pretty much, if I'm not mistaken. Where he just looks all roided up and everything. Yeah, I'm still touching up on the this Piccolo. Just touching up on him before moving on to the final. I want to make sure everything is fairly decent. But I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, which my original idea, I was not going to include this or this. It kind of just came at me on the fly, and I'm glad it did hit me when it did. I think it's turned out pretty good. Take some of his cape and fade it. Probably add some more wrinkles. Greg Smith says, I had got CVSNK2 for GameCube. 2 was a huge upgrade from the first. In 2, you can create customized brews. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's actually the first Capcom versus SNK game that I had, and it was for the GameCube, in which a buddy of mine had the game, and he said that he would let me borrow that for Soul Calibur 2, and so we traded games, and he's like, dude, you want your Soul Calibur back, man? So I'm not finished with it. I was like, well, I'm not finished with the Capcom vs SNK 2. You can have that. You can have that Soul Calibur 2, man. If you let me have this Capcom vs SNK, that's what we did. It's the Millionaire Fighting. And of course, I went back to play the first one and Chaos. Yeah. Yeah, they could have. Like I said, I didn't like Chaos, man. Really wasn't feeling that. Big Baby Pan says pretty good is an understatement. Thick. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, when it comes to those Capcom fighting games, those 2D fighting games, that's my... The 2D fighting games, I hold that much higher than the 3D fighting games. When it comes to Capcom. So Craig Smith II says, yeah, Chaos was a letdown. Yeah. I mean, which it was cool to see Violent Ken, you know. It was cool. It was alright to see Violent Ken in that. But that's probably about the only thing it had going for it. My opinion. Baby Pan says, I traded Power Stone game for Capcom versus Power Stone game for Capcom versus SNK 2 back in the day. I don't know, Power Stone was nice. Wasn't better than Capcom versus SNK 2, but it was still, that was a nice one. ...2003 for fighting games was a huge letdown. But when Def Jam Fight for New York came out later that year. Yeah. Yeah, that was... Man. Greg, you bring back some memories, man. Some good and some bad with the next installment of Def Jam. Oh, man. But yeah, Fight for New York, man, that was lit. That was lit. I wish there was a Dreamcast too. That comment's coming from Big Baby Pants from Twitch. Yeah, man. It was an underrated system, the Dreamcast. And it has some really good games, like with the lineup, you had the Sonic Adventure. The Sonic Adventure, you had Crazy Taxi, you had Ready to Rumble. Zombies Revenge, which is like the zombie beat 'em ups. That was, which I was looking forward to another Zombies Revenge. I thought it was pretty good. It had a lot of potential. So if you're a beat 'em up fan, Shimu. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Shenmue 1 and 2. House of the Dead, yeah. Like I said, it has some great games. And even that Resident Evil Code Veronica. Code Veronica and Code Veronica X. Was X for the Dreamcast as well? Which I know I only played Code Veronica for it. I think I played X for on the PS2. So Craig Smith says Dreamcast was the first to do online gaming. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. That's why I said the potential was there. I don't know why it died like the way it did, man. I don't know why it died. Big Baby Fan said it died because it was so easy to power. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, but even with that being said, it was still like with the yeah, and then you had the PS2 and the Xbox, you know, on the rise. It was an announcement of the Xbox and the PS2. So Craig Smith says, "How the Dreamcast die again?" According to what Big Baby Pants said, it said it died because it was easier to pirate the games. Which, that is, I think that is true, but I think also, like, with the announcement of the upcoming Xbox and the PS2. But yeah, if it was easy to pirate the games where they wasn't making any profit anymore because people were stealing them. Yeah, I mean, that seems about right. It was just a lot going against the Dreamcast at that time. And I personally, like, technically, I enjoyed the, in certain ways, I enjoyed the Sega Saturn over the PS1. In a lot of ways. But of course, the PlayStation had the way better roster of games. I mean, but when Sega Saturn, I think the mechanics, and it had a slightly bigger graphics engine to where it was just so much that can be incorporated with the Sega Saturn than the PlayStation, the PS1 at the time. But yeah. But yeah, Sega, man, that was some. It had some bangers though. Big Baby Pants says Daytona USA on Saturn was so fun. Daytona. I haven't played. I haven't played that one. Craig Smith says, "Wow, when PS2 and Xbox was announced, Sega just basically threw in a towel." A friend of mine had a Sega Saturn. Everything was top notch. Street Fighter Alpha 2 was arcade quality. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it was I guess between the abuse and the lack of support and the money and and everybody was just turning their attention toward the PS2 and the Xbox. Big Baby Pants from Twitch says nothing could compete with the PS2 once GTA 3 came out. Ooh. I have to agree with that. And GTA 3, that was a banger, man. Yeah, that was a good one. That's a tough one right there, man. GTA 3. That was the first time you seen GTA in that, you know, for the first time in the third person. Versus the overhead view. But yeah, the PlayStation 2 had a lot of games. And then you had the Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, which that Armageddon had so much potential, but it done so much damage to the series. But it had so much potential. And how the gameplay was for Armageddon when they introduced the juggle combos, the air combos with Mortal Kombat. But my favorite Mortal Kombat game was, and it was actually for the PS1. Well, I played it for the PS1. It was the Mortal Kombat trilogy. It's my favorite Mortal Kombat game of all time. Craig Smith says the load times on Sega Saturn was better than PS1's. Yeah. Yeah, PS1, like, maybe you'll get to play the game, maybe not. You get the slightest scratch, the slightest scratch on the PS1 game, you might be able to play it or continue, you might not. Especially if you have those double disc games. It's like the Resident Evil, Parasite Eve. If you get a scratch on any one of those games, Final Fantasy, get a scratch on any one of those, you might not be able to play it. Oh, let me quit stalling on this Piccolo portrait here. And the idea is, like, this is in color, this is in black and white. This one's gonna be in black and white as well, but it's not gonna be quite as detailed. It's gonna have some shading to it, but it's not gonna be as detailed as these two. But yeah, let's see what we can accomplish. It's these lines here. A Big Baby Pants from Twitch and Craig Smith. I brought back some memories, man. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to find that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that Capcom versus SNK 2 for the PC, which that's what I'm gaming on these days. I have an HP Omen gaming PC, and so I really couldn't figure out which system I wanted. It's like between the you know, the Xbox and the PlayStation. I just couldn't really figure out which one I wanted, and I just decided to take a risk one day and decided to go with PC with the Steam account, and never looked back. But I'm almost certain that Capcom versus SNK is into Steam. in the Steam store. Are you going to get that new Steam Deck handheld? Nope, it's too expensive. If I'm gonna spend that much on a gaming system, I might as well get the Series, the Series S or X or the PS5. Some things when it's supposed to run about like $600 or $700. And especially as long as my laptop is still functioning, you know, I have no use for that handheld. $399 for the 64 gig version, $529 for the 256 gig version, and $649 for the 512 version. I mean, that's, you know. Which how much is the 1 terabyte PS5? Like the 1 terabyte, or even the 256 gigabyte for the PlayStation 5, or do they have the 512 gigabyte? If you don't mind looking that up. Big Baby Pants from Twitch. I believe it's $499. Yeah. So yeah, but like I said, at this point, since I already got the PC, like the laptop, you know, I have no use for the handheld like that. I mean, if I do want to play some Steam games on the road, I mean, I just take my laptop. I just bring my laptop with me. Oops, that would have been catastrophic. But yeah, and besides, I haven't really been, you know, I'm not really like a handheld type person. Brighten this up a little bit. Okay. It's in black and white. This is not looking so Piccolo-ish like somebody else. Well, you can kind of tell that it's Piccolo, but it was an unexpected challenge to encounter in black and white. So obviously, if it was green, it would have been obvious. But I guess you can kind of tell that it's him. You asked, do I usually stream every week? I try to, yeah. And my overall goal is to try to get to the point where I can stream every day. That's my ultimate goal, but and it'd be sometimes when if I don't stream if I don't make it to at least one stream in a week, you know, that's either I'm on a hiatus or something. But for the most part, I try to get in there at least get a stream in at least once a week, or sorry, at least 3 times a week. But again, my overall goal is to try to get to the point where I can do it every day. And unfortunately, I'm not able to do that now because, you know, I do have a full-time night shift job, which I'm off tonight. But yeah.
Like paradigms. I remember when I first discovered that, I thought I was the only one that knew it. It's such a neat idea.
I'm from a different planet.
I'm gonna do that. Not gonna do that. Nice. Looking forward to your future artwork. See, I appreciate it, man. I think I gained a new compadre. It's good to connect with those that you know, that has a common interest. I mean, beyond the art, I mean, like, it seems like we have a similar interest in gaming. Pretty sure we have a common interest in the different anime shows. Like, what's your favorite anime? And there is no wrong answer, by the way. I know a lot of people get into like heated debates and all that. That's not me. Big Baby Pan says it's tough, but I would say Dragon Ball. Craig Smith says the graveyard shift is something else. I do security and I did 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift to make up for a day that I took off. It's quiet as hell after 12. And sleep didn't start kicking in until like 5 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on a 7 to 7 schedule. Work from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Which the as far as the days off, I mean, it's a 2 to 5 schedule. That's not a bad schedule. But I will say I do miss sleeping at nights. Yeah, that's about the only thing. Ooh, we're on the 20-day rotation schedule. A 28-day rotation schedule. I have... What is a 28-day rotation schedule, man? I don't think I've ever heard of that before. It sounds rough. Sounds scary, actually. That's fine. Add a little bit more shadows. Mechian, aka Slugman. Any of those who watch Team 4-Star? But Big Baby Pants, yeah, Dragon Ball is my favorite. It's my favorite as well. And no disrespect to any Naruto fans or One Piece or Bleach. I like Bleach. I have actually watched Bleach. I've just never watched One Piece or Naruto. Like, I don't know if I'd like those or not because I've never like watched them. Same, I haven't either. Yeah. Yeah, I think one time I was gonna watch Naruto, and then Dragon Ball GT came out, which is awful as that series was. I think the Baby Saga was pretty decent. And obviously the highlight of the GT series was the Super Saiyan 4 form. I think that was the biggest highlight. Hence, that's why probably the baby Vegeta was, in my opinion, the best arc because of it. Super Saiyan 4. Crazy says, well, they want to do stuff like the police department. Like this month, I have Saturdays and Sundays off until next month, which I'll be off on Mondays and Tuesdays. Our off days will rotate, basically. Oh, okay. That's still kind of... I guess it's not too bad. But I know you like those Saturdays and Sundays off versus the versus working them. I know I do. What are we doing here? It's that doesn't look good at all. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Omega Shinra was pretty good. Oh yeah, I forgot about Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. Yeah. I think the reason why I missed it because it just like, I guess because he went away so quickly. I think that's why I didn't really consider that a thing. Craig Smith says, my weekends off came just in time because the football season's back. Oh yeah. So who's your team? So I'm a Baltimore Ravens guy. Now I do represent my home, the home state as well. I got, I have a lot of respect for the home state as well. But I think after Ray Lewis retired, I kind of drifted away from the NFL. I still pop my head in from time to time, but I don't consistently watch it like I used to. Big Baby Pan said, I tried watching Dragon Ball Super, I just couldn't do it. Yeah. I agree. It could have been way better. Dragon Ball Super could have been way better, but it did have its highlights. It did have its high moments. I think the Goku Black arc was great. The Future Trunks arc. I hated Zamasu. I hated the way he spoke and everything. I really like Goku Black. Hated Zamasu. Hated merged Zamasu. Yeah, between the Goku Black and the Tournament of Power arc, that's basically it. That was basically it for Super. Now, I mean, you got the Moro arc coming, which I'm looking forward to that. But not really. It seems like the more powerful they're getting, the less interested I am, or less excited I'm becoming about the series. I think that was my overall issue with the Super. It's like they're becoming way too powerful, and they still have plans for them to get even stronger. Said the cracked Dragon Balls Saga and GT was pretty good. I haven't watched those. I'm gonna have to look it up. The cracked Dragon Balls Saga and GT. Oh yeah, the cracked Dragon Balls. Yeah. What, with the black dragon? Not with the black. That evil-looking dragon that popped out. Or excuse me, the 7 dragons. It's been so long since I said it. But you also said I'm a Green Bay Packers and Alabama Crimson Tide fan. Yeah, I feel you. I thought you was gonna say Redskins and Cowboys. No, I'm just joking. Redskins and Cowboys. Oh my gosh. Hearing those fans in debate and a fight is just, it's hilarious. Tournament of Power arc in Super was good. They need to give Vegeta his own arc to follow up on, which he told Kaba he wanted to meet with the King Sadala. I want to see that too. I was actually looking forward to it, which I hope they, you know, they do that someday. So I was really looking forward to that too when it was announced that would go down. And he even mentioned it again in the Tournament of Power where Vegeta reminded him, it's like, so you're not gonna forget what you promised me, did you? So I think that's like a foreshadowing of what's to come. So yeah, I like to see the King of Sadala. I can see Goku training Khalifa and Kale in his own way. Goku shows Khalifa some humility. Yeah. But I really wish he wouldn't have, I think during the Tournament of Power arc, it was pretty much a waste of time. I think they wasted too much time with that, you know. Like Goku training him on the spot sort of thing. I don't know, but when Kale went to that Berserk mode, now that's a different story. She put everybody on notice. I'm not gonna do that either. That's what I get for coming up with this idea on the fly. Big Baby Pants says I'm out for the night. Catch you on the next stream. Alright, boss. It was an honor to meet you. I'm glad you could tune in, vibe with me. And I appreciate the follow, man. Oops, sorry. And it's Big Baby Pants from Twitch. They seem like a cool cat. Got Craig Smith tuned in from Facebook. And we just vibing right now, just good vibes. Khalifa's rudeness will rub Chi-Chi the wrong way. Yeah, I don't think Khalifa she don't want no parts of Chi-Chi. I don't think she wants them problems. So you see how she put Vidal in check real quick. When Vidal first met Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi put Piccolo in check too, now I think about it. Really? Chi-Chi put all of them in check. I like the, she put Vegeta in check in the Bridge series. Vegeta was like, no, he uttered under his voice, "Don't make me come over there." Don't make me come over there. So Vidal wasn't rude to her though. She was respectful. I think she, well, she did say something that rubbed Chi-Chi the wrong way when they first met. And, I think Vidal kind of got smart with her. And Gohan, he had to kind of, I think he had to defuse the situation. if I remember. I don't, like I said, I don't think it was nothing disrespectful, but I think it's just the way Chi-Chi took it. I don't want to maybe go back and look it up just to... Maybe a little too dark in there. A little too dark right up there. So we can brighten this up. I guess this is what Piccolo would kind of look like, if, you know, in black and white. I'm about to call it a night, bro. I'll catch you on the next stream. Hey, Craig, thanks again, dude, for tuning in, man. Made this stream much more interesting. Exciting, but I do understand, man. You gotta get you some rest. Yeah. I got to finish touching up on the face. I'm gonna call it as well. Probably for about a few hours. Then I'm going to probably hop back on and finish up the background and make this official.